Hi, my name is Nicole Scott from Mobile Geeks, and today we're going to be taking a look at 15 features of your HTC One. Now, I'm going to call some of these hidden features. Now, there's no passwords or secret handshakes to uncover them, but thanks to the sometimes nonsensical menu systems within Sense 5.0, I think they are a little bit hidden. So let's start off with the most obvious, how you cover up the blink feed. So all you have to do is tap on any blank area of your home screen, and up here, all you have to do is pick which panel you want to set as your home, and then when you hit the home button, it will no longer go to blink feed. Blink feed is still there, but it's just not your home screen. Did you know that you could control which notifications turn on your LED? Well, you can't control the color, but you can control why the notification goes off. Head into Settings, and then scroll down to Display. Then you can see here there's a notification flash for your LED, and then you can select whether you get voicemails, messages, calendar, mails, or alarm. Can't find your remote? No problem. Just head into your applications, scroll down to TV, and you can actually set up your HTC One as your TV remote. And once everything is set up, you can even use your phone as a TV guide. So you can actually speed up your HTC One if you think that you need it to be, well, just a little bit faster. So let's head into Settings, click on in there, scroll all the way down, Developer Options. Now if you don't have that, this is actually hidden. So then go into Software Information, and then click More, and then we're going to hit Build Number a bunch of times. And you can see that came up, no need, I'm already a developer. So what that's going to tell you, if I haven't already activated it, is that it'll say 3 more times, 2 more times, 1 more time, yay, you're a developer now. And then you're going to go back over here to Developer Options, go in there, and then we're going to scroll down to Advanced, click on that, and then we're going to scroll down to Animations. So if you disable that, that'll actually make your phone run just a little bit quicker. One other thing that you can do in the settings to speed up your phone is that you can shut down some apps. So if you head into the Apps section, then you can see what's running, and then you can see how much RAM it's using, how long it's been running. Now, I don't really use Path. I used to, but I don't anymore, so you can actually say stop. If you're using the HTC browser, you may have noticed that it's not full screen, and there's no simple icon to get it into that mode. Head on over here to enable desktop view. That will push you into either the mobile site or back into the desktop site. Now another good one is if you head over here, you'll notice that my address bar was going away, and how I made that happen is I went into General, and then I set full screen. So it actually removes the address bar, and you can actually do auto fill out, which is pretty handy. Now if you've got kids, there's a mode that you should be aware of. The HTC One ships with an app called Zoodles. This Kids Zone app keeps your little ones safe while your phone is serving as an entertainment device. Kid Mode selects content appropriate for the child's age and won't allow them to use apps which could potentially put them at risk online, and it avoids them screwing up your email or making online purchases within play. So taking a look at the HTC One, you'll see that they've replaced the home button with their logo. So how do you access the multitasking page? Well, double-click the home button and you get something kind of similar. Now what if you want to close apps? Hold your finger on something and swipe up and it will close it. Sadly, pretty much every phone on the market is going to come with apps from the manufacturer or the carrier that you just can't get rid of. A nice feature HTC has included is the ability to hide any apps from the menus. This will make it easier and quicker for you to find the apps that you actually use. To hide apps, simply head to your app page, click over here, Hide Apps, and then you can select or hide any apps that you want, then they just won't appear in this list. Did you know you can use any Bluetooth headset to control the camera on the One? Well, just make sure that your Bluetooth headset is connected to the handset, launch the camera app, and then you'll be able to use the buttons on the headset to take a photo. So each headset is going to work differently. So it may be the call button, you may need to double click on the volume button, or maybe even triple click the dial button, but you will be able to take a photo from afar. The camera on the HTC One is really great. So I'm going to go through a few different things about the camera so you can really make the move from your point and shoot directly to your phone. The filters are so obvious that some people often miss them, but there are some really cool ones like a distort vignette, so you can actually kind of warp everything out to a lesser or fuller degree right there. Or, another one of my faves, is the customized vignette. So you can actually increase or decrease the size of the vignette. Since there's a lot going on with this camera, what are the best settings for general use? Well, to take photos with the most detail, choose HDR mode. We suggest that you try this mode out as your go-to mode for a while. HDR means high dynamic range, so it does take a few seconds for your photo to process, and you should make sure that you are very still. So this probably shouldn't be your go-to setting if you're going out drinking. One of the coolest features of this camera is HTC Zoe. You turn it on right over here, and then what it does is it actually takes a 3-second video. So here's what I took earlier. And then what you can do is you can decide to edit it, and you can retouch it. There's a lot of really cool options here. So let's hit retouch. So you can do a sequence shot right here. And so then you can decide to put objects in or out of the photo to kind of make it kind of neat. And if we head back, you can remove an object, which I personally really like. So you can decide to take this truck in or out of the photo. Now if there was a face in here, you can actually smooth the skin, face contour, which actually narrows your chin. Eye enhancer makes your eyes bigger. There's no eyes in this photo. You can also do anti-shine. So there actually are quite a lot of features packed into this, but you need to use the Zoe features. So you see here in the gallery, you can actually see these moving. One of the difficult things about Zoe is that it actually takes up quite a lot of space on your hard drive or your phone's memory to store these photos. So that's something to keep in mind. Through the camera app itself, you can set your photos to auto-upload. I have mine actually set up through Google+, but HTC does allow you to choose Facebook, Flickr, Dropbox, and Picasa. If you have a big music collection on your one, I might skip Google's music player for HTC's. So if you click on over here, one of the great things is if you use 2-finger scroll, you can actually stop on each letter rather than item by item, making music search quicker. With all the hands-free laws that are coming in all over the world, many of you have probably explored voice recognition on your phones. Most top-end phones come with something built in. But what's a little bit different on the HTC One is that you can use it offline. Head on over to Settings, scroll on down to Language, and then you can see if we scroll down again, we can do Voice Search. And then we can choose offline speech recognition. Now English is pre-installed, thankfully. If it's not, you can actually choose from a bunch of different languages. Now one of the handy things is, let's say I throw this into airplane mode, and then I head on over to the car app. So this is completely offline. And then I do speech.
Just one moment.
Play DJ Yoda.
Play music artist, DJ Yoda, album. Hey, what happened?
Are you tired of your phone auto-creating app icons whenever you download something new? To stop this, head on over into Google Play, click right up here, go into your settings, scroll down into Auto Add Widgets, and just make sure that that box is not checked. When you're playing a game on your phone, does the screen brightness unexpectedly dim? Well, this happens because of the placement of the ambient light sensor. So when you're playing, your hand is shading or covering it up. The easiest way to fix this problem is to turn your phone around. So those were 15 features of your HTC One. Now I know technically these aren't hidden features, but personally I don't find Sense 5.0 that intuitive. So figuring out a few new ways to interact and get the most out of it, I think if you're going to be using it, is entirely necessary. Or you can do what I do, just wimp out and install Nova Launcher. I love it. It gives me that vanilla Android look and feel that I totally love. If you guys have a launcher that you like more, I'd like to know why, because Nova Launcher is so fast, awesome, and it's just like vanilla Android. I love the way that the back end goes back and forth instead of up and down on Sense 5.0. That makes me crazy. Anyways, if you guys have a tip or trick about the HTC One, please let me know in the comments. I'm always up to learn a little bit more about what's going on with mobile phones. So if you haven't already, you can subscribe to our channel right over here, and maybe you want to like our video down here if you maybe learned something. Well, so I'm Nicole Scott from Mobile Geeks, taking a look at the HTC One.